Ramaphosa's family first looted the public health sector into oblivion, and now he wants to implement the NHI so that they can loot the private hospitals as well. While patients at a public hospital were dying for lack of medicine and beds and other resources, a member of Cyril Ramaphosa's own family was looting that same hospital for millions that he would later splurge on a Lamborghini and luxury mansions. The nephew of the president himself has now been unmasked as a central figure in a R2 billion looting network, a web of fake contracts and shell companies and tender deals that channeled public money allocated to healthcare into luxury mansions and expensive cars for the Ramaphosas. Hangwane Morgan Maumela is not merely a sizable name in the Tembisa Hospital corruption saga. He is also the son of the brother of Hope Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa's first wife, thereby placing him firmly in Ramaphosa's extended family network. Maumela has been living the high life for quite some time, having purchased just in the past 5 years a $75 million or $4 million Bantry Bay mansion, multiple other luxury homes across Johannesburg, and a fleet of exotic cars including 5 Lamborghinis, a Bentley and several high-end SUVs. The total amount of money that he spent just on his cars was over 222 million rands. Reports also link him to commercial properties and shares in companies holding lucrative state tenders. Now, however, he is being tied to the Tembisa Hospital scandal. A report just released by the Special Investigation Unit reveals 3 coordinated syndicates operating within the hospital's procurement system. One of them tied to Ramaphosa's nephew and dubbed the Maumela Syndicate. Investigators are now saying that for Maumela Syndicate alone, they have flagged 1,728 procurement bundles valued at 816 million rands or $45 million, involving contracts at Tembisa Hospital as well as other state institutions. A total of 41 service providers are linked to this network, with some contracts tied to controversial businessman Vusimuzi Kat Matlatla, a man who is currently facing charges of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and money laundering tied to an alleged hit on his former partner, actress Tebogo Tobeyane. The corruption at Tembisa Hospital first drew public attention when it was exposed by whistleblower Babita Deokaran, who flagged irregular payments worth hundreds of millions at Tembisa Hospital. The corruption had real human consequences. Essential supplies vanished, equipment lay unmaintained, and wards became understaffed and understocked. Money allegedly intended for medicine, beds, and diagnostic tools was siphoned off via fake contracts and phantom suppliers and inflated tenders. As funds dried up, patients endured long delays, cancelled surgeries, and shortages of critical consumables. Meanwhile, the hospital struggled even to service basic wards, not just for Tembisa, but for a catchment area spanning multiple suburbs northeastern Gauteng. This investigation into Maumela's dealings has once again highlighted Maumela's familial ties to Cyril Ramaphosa, who, of course, as always, denies any knowledge of anything, any knowledge of absolutely anything, just like he did with the Phala saga. MECs and oversight committees have now placed Maumela and multiple other companies under scrutiny. In one legislative reply, Gauteng Health claimed that 12 companies tied to Maumela received 380 million rands in contracts over the last year, nearly all of them under thresholds that allowed local managers to approve them without open tenders. And now that the Special Investigations Unit report implicates Maumela in fraud of hundreds of millions of rands, the Asset Forfeiture Unit has proceeded to freeze assets belonging to him and his family to the tune of no less than 326 million rands, or $18 million, including several luxury homes, commercial properties, which is registered in the names of his associates, and exotic vehicles like his Lamborghinis and his Bentley. The value estimated of his luxury vehicles alone was estimated at over 222 million rands. The AFU's freezing order paints a vivid picture. While patients at Tembisa lay on broken beds and went without their life-saving medication, Maumela and his circle snapped up seaside mansions and Italian supercars. Assets worth hundreds of millions are now locked down, pending full forfeiture procedures. The SIU has now laid bare all the details. No less than 41 service providers are tied to Maumela's syndicate, and proceedings went along through fake invoices, contracts sliced under tender thresholds, and shell companies signed off by pliant officials. And so while sick children at the Tembisa hospital lay on rusted beds without their medicine, while mothers wait hours for a doctor because there are no consumables left for basic treatment, a member of the ruling elite was quietly stacking up all of these palaces paid for with money that was not just misappropriated but stolen. This is not an isolated case. This is how the black political elites have run this country for decades, by bleeding the state and its institutions dry, by turning public hospitals like Tembisa into personal ATMs, by converting the pain of ordinary South Africans into beachfront mansions and Italian leather seats. They do not care for the people of this country. They care nothing for the working class or the poor and the destitute they claim to represent through their ideology. They care only to fill their own pockets. This is what the liberation in the ANC's rhetoric means in practice. Liberation for the handful of elites at the top, liberation for the politically connected to drive Lamborghinis, liberation for cadres to sip champagne on Clifton balconies while the people who voted for them and voted them into power rot in public wards without hospital beds and without access to health care. Think of the shamelessness of it. While children die from these treatable illnesses because the pharmaceutical shelves are bare, a man tied to the president's family signs off on contracts that fund his own supercars. While elderly patients queue for hours because there are no nurses and no supplies, millions are being poured into his mansions with infinity pools. While whole wards go without oxygen tanks or ventilators or even clean bed sheets, stolen money flows into designer garages, luxury SUVs and private shares. This is not just normal corruption, this is absolute contempt. Open, sneering contempt for the very people who keep them in power with their votes, and also for the people who are keeping this country alive with their taxpayers' money. Every glass of champagne poured on a Clifton balcony is paid for with the blood of patients who never got the surgery they needed, never got the medicine, and never came home to their loved ones. These are the consequences of the actions of the politically connected Ramaphosa family. Children buried too soon because oncology wards had no medicine. Mothers lost in childbirth because basic consumables weren't available. Fathers crippled for life because they needed surgery was cancelled when supplies ran out because there was no money. Communities condemned to hopeless, overcrowded, collapsing healthcare system infrastructure, while the elites cruised past in convoys of German sedans and Italian supercars. And while we can be glad that the asset forfeiture unit has frozen Maumela's assets and seized these Lamborghinis, the reality is that the damage has already been done, and it has been done in the name of equality and liberation and social justice. All the buzzwords of the ANC. This is the price of ANC rule in South Africa, the systematic conversion of public misery into private luxury. And unless the system is completely destroyed, and unless the ANC and all of its stepchildren are destroyed, the story of Tembisa Hospital will repeat itself everywhere these political vultures are allowed to circle. People with no long-term vision and no care whatsoever for the future of the citizens of the country. While we are at this no care for long-term vision, we can look at what he chose to spend all of the stolen money on. Mostly supercars and luxury sedans, things that hold no value. Which means that now, after years that he had bought them, they are being seized by the asset forfeiture unit. They can be sold off, but not even for a fraction of the price that he bought them for. And the atrocities that the Ramaphosa family has committed with Tembisa Hospital are just a foretaste of the kind of corruption that will characterize the national health insurance system if this were ever implemented in South Africa. Tragic as this may be, the reality is that this trend of careless spending is not at all unique to the Ramaphosa's family. In a recent report, we here at the Willem Petzer Group pointed out just how rampant the pandemic of overspending is among Black South Africans, and how this is the main reason why Black South Africans are so much poorer than their white peers who earn the exact same salary or income as they do. Check out the full report by clicking on this link right here on your screen. And remember to become a paid member of the Willem Petzer Group by simply following the easy steps on the banner at the bottom of your screen. We need your support to help change the hearts and minds of people. Goodbye and God bless.